So almost 3 years ago, I made this video, and from the title of the video, you can tell what was happening. I had to practically stop using the Pixel 6 Pro back then because it had so many issues. In that video, I talked about 3 major issues I just couldn't contend with. The fact that it was having connectivity issues, the battery was really whack. I could barely get 4 hours screen on time for all the use. And then also the fact that it was seriously overheating even when you are doing basic smartphone tasks. Now, fast forward 3+ years and we are back to the Pixel with the Pixel 10 Pro. So you can understand my reason why immediately I switched to this phone, like moved my eSIM, my social media accounts, my emails, everything right here. I was really intentional about writing down what is better, what is new, or what stays the same. And that is what this video is just going to be about. Now let's start with what is better. And I have to say the software experience on the Pixel 10 Pro is on another level. Now, the first thing that hit me the moment I turned on this phone, switched to it, started using it, was just how smooth it felt. It wasn't just fast, it was really, I would say, buttery smooth. Every animation, every transition, even the way the apps open and close, it just felt like this phone is intentionally trying to remind me what stock Android is. And of course, that is what Pixel is all about, getting that stock Android experience. And don't even get me started on the haptics on this phone. It is so clean and precise that even when you're typing, it just feels really satisfying. Like, it's one of the best haptics. I don't know, actually making a big deal out of haptics, but honestly, it is just so good on this phone. And then there is intelligence. You know, it is always suggesting things for me even before I think about them. It just feels so good to be back to the Pixel phone. Once again, it's natural, it's fluid, it's adaptive, it's genuinely enjoyable to use. The second thing I would say has obviously improved has to be the battery life. Remember the Pixel 6 Pro was whack. I mean, like I said, I couldn't get up to 4 hours screen on time. But since I started using this phone, I'll be very intentional, taking screenshots of all the screen on time and every single day from 100% down to 20 or 19%. And as you can see, I'm getting an average of 7 hours, which is really good. The first screen on time I got was around 5 hours or thereabouts, and immediately the phone suggested that I think it is down to the fact that I had the settings. I think 5 minutes when it comes to screen time out was 5 minutes. So immediately I turned it to 1 minute, which was suggested by the phone. I started getting 6, 7, 8 hours screen on time, which is really, really good. That means I don't have to bother much about charging my phone if I want to go out or going with a power bank or anything at all. And of course, we can't talk about the battery and the charging and not talk about the addition of the new MagSafe charging capabilities, which Google calls Pixel Snap. And it is very convenient because I spend most times on my desk, and yeah, it's just so good for me to just have it on this, my Perodo, whatever. And yeah, it just continues to top up. Now let's talk about the third thing that has really improved, and that is the cameras. Honestly, everyone knows the Pixel phones are the best phones when it comes to cameras, when it comes to taking pictures. They've nailed that part very well. So when you want to buy a phone majorly for taking good pictures, you go with the Pixels. If you want to buy a phone majorly for making good quality detailed videos, you go with the iPhone. The Samsung is just in between the Pixel and the iPhone and all of that. But I would say switching from the Pixel 6 Pro to the 10 Pro definitely not only has the software processing of pictures improved, also the hardware. We now have a triple camera system at the back right here, which includes a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, a 48 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 48 megapixel dedicated 5x telephoto lens. I haven't really done a deep camera test for it just yet. In the past 5-6 days I have been using it, but what I've done is actually take pictures of myself, my children, my friends, and you can just see from what you're looking at right now that, yeah, the Pixel magic when it comes to pictures is still very there. The details, the color balance, the depth, the blur, everything is really good. Now, the 48 megapixel lens for me telephoto lens, for me, it's like the best because that allows me to take so much detailed pictures, even at 10 times zoom, like the one you're looking at right now. There's going to definitely be a more detailed camera review in my upcoming day in life, which will be coming very soon. So subscribe to the channel if you do not want to miss that. But from what I've seen so far, there is no doubt that Google has made massive improvements in the camera department between when I left and now that I'm back. Now let me go to my number 4, which I'm going to place in between what has improved but still not really perfect, and that has to do with the display and the brightness. It is one thing that has really improved the Pixel 10 Pro this year has to be the display. It is LTPO, it is AMOLED, it is vibrant, it is vivid. No matter what you're watching on it, it is really good. And then also this year they have bumped up the nits brightness to about 3300, which is really massive, because what that means is that you will never struggle to see what is on your screen, even when you are under the blazing sunlight. For someone like me who sometimes I'm on my Meta Ray-Ban glasses, the polarized version, which is dark, I still don't struggle to see what is on the screen. But there is something I feel could be better, and that is the execution of that brightness when it's trying to increase the brightness when you are outdoors. So sometimes when I take a picture, you can notice how the brightness goes from brightest. You just notice it like boom, boom, boom. It is not smooth like what I have in the iPhone. So if you're not super techy, you could think that that's your screen flickering. Maybe it's bad or something, but yeah, that is something that definitely has to improve. Now let's talk about second thing that could definitely be better, and that is the speakers. For someone like me who uses the speakers of my phone every day, because I'm always creating content and I have a habit of always playing my videos in my phone before I post it on my social media platform. Now, I have been using my S25 Ultra, and it gives me this really nice, really rich audio when I'm playing my videos on it. So the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max is now available in Nigeria. You can just go to any store to buy at the exorbitant prices they are calling. So the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max is now available in Nigeria. You can just go to any store to buy at the exorbitant prices they are calling, but that is not the essence of the. So I noticed immediately when I started using the Pixel 10 Pro, it wasn't that rich. It is loud, but not that deep, not that rich. So I feel the audio can be better, definitely. Secondly, storage. I mean, Google, you should know that in 2025 or 2026, 128 gig is the new 64 gig. Basically, it's no longer enough, considering how massive apps are nowadays, the updates that they keep pushing out and all of that. I've not even started using mine full time, and I'm already getting almost 50% of the 128 that I got fully covered. Definitely, next version, maybe the Pixel 11, the Pro Split base version 256, that would be good. And thirdly, what could be better? The charging speed. 30 watts is nice, but it's now the iPhone level and no longer the Android level. So it will not be bad to have super fast charging on this phone from say 45 watts or 60 watts or something like that. So you can easily just top up sharply. Yeah, that definitely can be better. So overall, I would say using the Pixel 10 Pro for the past 6 days has been a very good experience. It's been superb. The software, which is basically what you interact with the most when you're using the phone, has been nothing short of really great. And then also the cameras, pixel being pixel, always there, really nice. That is what it's been like in terms of my first impressions of the Pixel 10 Pro. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in my next video.